what happens in the body? Is it good or bad for the body to be in these situations?
Extremely bad for long periods of time. Short periods of time, yes, that's why it's there. It's there to protect you mentally, emotionally, physically. But long periods of time, it starts to break you down. It costs a lot of energy to sustain this high level of vigilance, reactivity. And what your body will do, it will start to leach, take energy from anywhere it can. So it can be from your muscles, your bones, your tendons, tissues.
Or
And it also leaves a lot of cortisol and other hormones that really breaks the body down. So I used to work as a personal trainer. And you might wonder, why does a personal trainer work with stress? Because if your body is stressed and not feeling safe, forget about losing weight. Your body's not going to feel safe enough to let go of fat, which is stored energy that allows us to feel good. It's going to store that down, and we're not going to lose weight. And a lot of people go to the gym and push themselves harder and take pre-workouts and all these things. So that's just a way you can look at stress and how it actually affects your body from body ideal, but it goes deeper than just losing weight. It goes into insomnia, anxiety, stress, and even into stress related diseases, which can really harm you or eventually.
so if the nervous system is constantly activated, then none of the self-healing mechanisms are turned on or lowered. And I mean, for myself, I would say that I can feel the toll it's taken on my organs. It's like I can feel the energy in my body, which with this, because we laugh about it a little bit and say that it's a tennis match. But what it really is that we are projecting negativity towards each other, and it's not nice. It's hurtful, and it. Ever since I started doing this work more deeply, I started to realize the like how much it affects the body and how harming it is to be in this constant reaction mode, to receive negativity from the other, but also to take that in, have a personal reaction myself, create something new, and then throw that back, and wanting to win or be right or whatever it is. And this, it's it is a nervous system response that has a physical harm to the body, but it's also an emotional thing and a spiritual thing, that it's like it affects us on so many levels. And if we want to go deeper into our self-healing practice, or we want to create something better for ourselves, live in our purpose, move towards freedom, then this is a fantastic way to use this practice for your own inner work and inner development, because it's so harmful to, even let's say you're arguing with someone that you don't like, and then you go, I don't care about that person, I don't care if I hurt that person, but you hurt yourself first and foremost. And that's, once you really can feel the energy and how that impacts the body, then for me it becomes a very strong motivator to not do that.
Yeah, definitely. I used to work in nightclubs many years ago in another lifetime.
Yeah, me
And
too.
let's say an ordinary person has a couple of arguments a week, right? We
Mm.
could have 20, 30 a night when you were working with this.
Yeah.
So I had to do too much of it. I have to go into a scenario where I did way too much of it to realize what we was doing with my body. And I thought I was calm and I could handle situations. And then a couple of years later, I learned, wow, that was just the advanced stage of dorsal vagal. I just closed down. It was a shutdown in my nervous system to handle the situation. But it took me several years after to realize how I thought I was calm, where I was just disconnected because it was so overwhelming with all this inputs and responses and lots of people wanting something, calling your name and doing things. So it's, yeah, I had to do too much of it to realize that even not going to that length is still harmful and stressful for you.